Hello, today we're going to be talking about subscription versus purchasing. Let's go. What is meant by purchase? Purchasing a film is not the normal way of doing it, would be through DVD, through VHS, through all the other means possible. Nowadays there are so many different ways that we can purchase a film that we can do it from online stores, from buying them offline and getting them delivered, from being able to download them directly, to be able to permanently purchase them off of an online store. Purchasing films is also a different way for the companies who make the films are able to get income from it. It allows the people who are publishing the films to be available to the viewers at home and all the different, consumers, a different way of being able to watch a movie, and it's also a great way for the people who are making the DVDs to be able to get paid from royalties. What is a subscription service? A subscription service nowadays is more commonly known as Netflix, Disney Plus, Crunchyroll, all the rest of it, Amazon Prime TV, stuff like that. That's a subscription service. So, why do people subscribe to these subscription services? Well, it allows the consumer or the customer to be able to have a wider branch of films that they can watch through purely paying a small plan a month, where some companies will have you pay for a year annual plans. Some companies will have you pay for months, 3 months, or however you feel comfortable paying. These are known as subscription services, and they are available in near enough every country worldwide. Why are some people against subscription services? Well, if you're like me and you don't like putting your bank details on the internet, then you're going to be a bit sketchy about subscribing to a subscription streaming service, where most people like me will probably offer to pay their friends the money to allow them to use their account and other things like that. See, me personally, I will not put my bank details into any sort of online stream service. It's just not going to happen. Another reason why I'm against it is because you never know what your card details could be given away for. You don't know what could be done with it, and I'm very sketchy about stuff like that. And there are other people at home who probably feel the same way. And for that reason, not everyone is for subscription services. Since Netflix had begun their company in 1997 by doing DVD rentals, the company has since then grown into a larger, worldwide known franchise. But for what? Well, Netflix is one of the biggest streaming services that you can subscribe to, allowing a massive library of films that you can watch directly from your home. And in 2007 is when it all started, with having over 151 million paying customers, and that's in 190 different countries around the world. Netflix was started by Mark Randolph and Reed Hastings, and when the service was originally created, it was mainly used as a website where you would rent DVDs, like for example Love Film and Blockbuster. Why are streaming services so linear? Streaming services don't allow you to pick what films are on the service. You're allowed to watch what films they give you, but you don't have the option of saying, I want this on your service. Therefore, some people would prefer purchasing a film because they know what they're going to be getting. Where if you were to subscribe to Netflix, for example, it would be like a lucky dip. You'd either be waiting a few years or a few months down the line to finally get to see the film you want, and some people, don't want to be waiting that long for a film that they could easily buy for a one-time gig. It's as simple as that. So just how many people are using subscription services than purchasing films? Well, in 2007, the DVDs market was 16.3 billion, and it was 64% of the US's home video market. But a few years later, in 2018, it had a massive decline and only being $2.2 billion worth. And that was only 2 years later. Nowadays, in 2020, streaming services are a more fluent way of watching films. Therefore, DVDs are definitely burning out. People aren't buying DVDs like they used to, and this brings us down to a drop of less than 1 billion in DVDs. Thereabouts. Not entirely sure, that's an estimate. So my final thoughts on subscription versus purchase. My final thoughts on subscription versus purchase is that subscription is a great way forward if it's what you're interested in doing. If you're okay with putting your bank details into a streaming service, then you'll be absolutely fine for this. For me personally, I prefer a bit of both. I prefer having to go shopping to buy a DVD because I like collecting them, and I also believe that streaming films that you might not be able to get hold of, or you've been looking for a while now, it's a lot easier to be able to get when you can just stream them directly to your system. That covers this. This has been subscription versus purchase. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.